Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz. You texted me asking if this is Sean. Who is this?
Uh, this is Charlie. I
Charlie.
still, Charlie Mack.
Yeah, you sound a lot
Yeah,
more
this is
adult.
Sean. You don't sound like Sean Schwartz from Boulder.
I'm really depressed and I'm really hurting. So, yeah, things
Yeah,
changed a lot.
no, you're not Sean Schwartz.
I am.
And if you are, you're not the same one from Boulder.
I'm Rabbit's brother. I certainly
Who's
am.
your brother?
His name's Rabbit. His real name is Eric Christopher Schwartz.
Yeah, you don't sound like Sean at all.
That's 'cause I'm depressed as fuck, dude. I've been through hell. I cry a lot, dude. I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming, living in a Jeep. I had a,
Oh,
yeah, you used to date Star Wiggins, or no, uh, her daughter. I know who you are, Charlie.
yeah, you really don't sound like yourself.
I'm not, dude. I've been through hell. I relive what them fucking cops put me through every day. I'm trying hard not to. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, I'm not. I got warrants out in Colorado. I've been through Hades. Who gave you my number?
I had it from my old phone. I just switched over to a new phone. I just wanted to make sure it was still the right number.
Well, I don't remember calling you from this phone. I haven't talked to you in years.
In years, actually, you talked to me last year. We saw each other down on Pearl Street, remember?
I I don't, but
Like, you even, like, had a little station wagon, a little gray station wagon you were keeping your stuff out of.
gray station wagon. Yeah, it is kind of gray. It was a Honda Civic. I had a bunch of people telling me that there were people in Denver and Boulder that looked like me that were beaten to death for looking like me. So I took that thing and I painted a red skull on it and I put a cross on top of it. That way people would know it was me the next time they decided to kill someone for looking like me. How have you been?
Wow. Huh?
How have you been?
Say that one more time, you're cutting out.
How have you been?
I've been doing alright. I'm in Texas right now.
How's that?
It's been shitty.
You know, I'm sure you know about Natalie Bollinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Was I a bad guy?
Were you a bad guy? No?
Didn't I look out for all of you guys?
Well, yeah, I mean, kind of, for the most part. You made sure we always had a spot to camp at.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of people turned a blind eye because of everything that happened, and I needed some support from them. A lot of them, they don't even remember the things they said. They're so fucked up. I got screenshots
Yeah.
of a lot of that. I've been trying to get a lawyer, and the lawyers won't take it because my case was across so many jurisdictions.
You realize they found out who killed Natalie, right?
I do realize that, but that didn't stop the abuse. Between the time that she disappeared and the time that they found her killer, the Boulder Police Department and several other jurisdictions that are already taken part in committing illegal crimes and violating my rights. So they did everything in their power to make sure that my rights stayed violated. And then even after she died, they wouldn't let it go. They kept on dragging it out and dragging it out, eating up all of my money, telling me to go do things I didn't have the money for. lying to me. My public pretenders wouldn't do their jobs. I mean, yeah, dude, there's a lot of people that didn't know that they found the killer too, and they still harassed me and threatened me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
You didn't do it. You didn't do it at all.
No, I didn't, but, you know, like I said, they found the killer. They shouldn't be fucking with you no more. Dude even admitted to it. So if you got a case on that still, I really don't see why that's still going.
Well, it's because the things that they did, they claimed were unrelated. They have been trying to push me to suicide. This has been going on for a while now. They should have taken my report when I was all the way in Virginia in 2016, and the police wouldn't.
Wow.
I mean, literally all the stuff. Natalie got a protection order, but half the stuff on there was bullshit, and the other half was stuff that they had asked me to do, you know?
Yeah.
I couldn't go to court because Ken and Leah stole all my money. I was getting disability, and all my disability went to going to court date to court date. I finally had to break the law to try to force an outside agency to look. I threatened the President of the United States, for Christ's sake.
When did you get disability?
I got it in November of 2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they took it away, though, because I was incarcerated for so long, and they wouldn't give it back because I had warrants as soon as I was released. They already knew it, though. My public pretender fucking lied out her ass at me so much. All of my public pretenders.
Damn. Hey, you still playing that space game on your computer?
Star Trek Online?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Are you talking about Battlestar Galactica?
No, the Star Trek one.
Yes, sir. I try to. I mean, I turn it on, and I don't even play it mostly. I get on there, and then I hop onto the bridge, and I look at the bridge, and I try to pretend I'm there instead of here, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even...
Wow.
It hurts me to play video games. I just do that to escape from the... Dude, I relive that shit every day. I was assaulted 7 different times by police. A couple of those times that I was assaulted by the police, there was at least 7 involved. They kept on taking me back to the places where I was assaulted by cops and allowing those cops a second go-round. One of the cops that assaulted me, he's got 3 other cases going on right now with assaulting people. And 2 of those cops that assaulted me in Boulder ended up killing a man.
Damn.
Yeah. They won't take any reports from any of the witnesses. None of the ones in the jail. None of the ones anywhere. They were actually, from what I was told, trying to talk other inmates into beating me up. But they couldn't get me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Sounds like a rough time.
It was.
So what are you doing up in Wyoming?
Trying to put my story together in between fucking crippling panic attacks.
Yeah.
I got over 8,000 screenshots. I got several hundred videos. I mean, I tried to make sure that everything was documented, you know? All of the threats, all of the harassment.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're still up and running around.
I don't want to be. I don't, Charlie. I need people to stand up for me and tell them who I really am, you know? But the way I was painted by the media, and there's been a complete media blackout, a complete police blackout.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they won't look at the evidence. Not one public pretender took a look. They slandered
Yeah,
the fuck out of my name. Even my public pretenders took part.
that really sucks.
It does.
Um, I hope everything gets fixed for you.
I kept hoping too, but without people to stand up for my rights the way I stood up for theirs, it's not gonna happen. I mean, shit, dude, I stood up for everybody's rights. I took ass whoopings for people, you know?
Yeah.
How many times you ever seen me get violent?
Not really a whole lot, actually.
You remember the day Crystal Bocomp attacked me? Were you there for that?
No.
When I held her off with snot rockets?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that was the closest I got to being violent.
Yeah.
They did everything they could to edit videos and lie on paperwork and allow hearsay and other people's opinions in court to prevent me from producing evidence or showing evidence. The police stole evidence outright repeatedly. They
Yeah.
conspired with the Bollinger family to frame me for a lot of different shit, and they didn't allow me to go to any of my court dates for that. They knew that I was incarcerated and still prevented me from going. I did everything that I could to try to force them to let me go to that court date. I mean, they literally did what they did to prevent me from being able to defend myself because they're trying to cover up for their own rottenness. The problem is, without
Yeah.
people willing to stand up for me and tell them who I am, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is there something good going on for you right now?
I have a vehicle to sleep in, so that keeps me out of the weather.
No, I mean, that's good for the most part. I know, I'm sleeping out in my truck too down here. I can't seem to fucking get shit right down here either. I'm fixing to go back to Colorado.
Oh, don't, dude. Fucking don't. I'm telling you, that's a bad idea.
Well, if I do, I'd go back and be making like $30-$40 an hour through this moving company I'm working for, or I was working for. I came down here to see my brother and my son.
See, that's what I need, is to be able to see my family, but I can't. I got warrants in Nebraska and Colorado both for standing up to these bastards.
Yeah.
They intimidated the fuck out of a lot of witnesses. They scared the shit out of them.
Yeah. Yeah, the police tend to do that everywhere.
They do, but this, Charlie, I've never even heard of anyone going through as fucked up shit as I have, you know?
Yeah, trust me, there's people out there that have gone through way worse.
I don't know about that, dude.
I mean, you can't like turn this on yourself, and there's a whole world of people out there that get like all sorts of accusations for more heinous crimes and shit, you know?
Dude.
And then they're still in prison.
That's the thing, is that, you know, this all started over a rumor because those young women didn't want to tell their mom the truth because they were afraid of their mom's opinion. And now I got a lot of people who say, you know, you shouldn't care what other people think. And when it all comes down to it, they all prove they care what other people think.
Yeah.
They're afraid of what other people think. They're afraid of losing friends if they come forward and be honest. And a lot of them have been real shitty to me for it. A lot of people told me they loved me and did the worst shit that they could possibly do to distance themselves from me. Because, you know, it wasn't just that. It was the fact that me, Maddie Boa, and Alicia, and Natalie all planned the trip to Virginia together. And Maddie wasn't able to go because she got busted selling meth, so she was on probation. And when I went there, it was a big fucking mess. I had a lot of people that, you know, I mean, my whole support network fell apart when I got there, and I had a fucking panic attack, and I had a broken phone, and all of this came from that. People don't want to
Now,
admit that they did wrong, and I've admitted all of the shit that I did wrong, all of it. And people say, you just don't want to admit anything. I'm like, fuck. All the shit you guys keep throwing in my face is fucking the wrong shit. Why don't you go back through, take a look at the shit that I admitted to, and throw that in my face?
yeah.
They made Facebook groups for Natalie Bollinger, but they're not for Natalie Bollinger. They're Sean Schwartz hate groups. Her family are a bunch of fucking criminals. I mean, her dad is a fucking drug dealer from hell. He raped the fuck out of her, dude.
Yeah. I don't know Natalie's family. I know that Natalie was a sweet girl, though, and I didn't even know she had problems the way she did. And shit, the last time I saw her was at her cafe that she was working at. Me and Joel went over there to get something to eat. She was our server.
Yeah, she was trying to help me get a job in Colorado with saving the bees, but it didn't work out. One of her bosses she was working for wanted to have sex with her, and she said no, so he fired her. It was pretty fucked up. That was May 14th of 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a lot.
What was my rule? If you're not 18, you're what?
You're 12. Huh.
Exactly. And I try telling everybody that, you know? But they don't get it. Kind of like Bree. Like, how much shit did Bree put me through? You know, I lost my virginity to her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying about that.
Fucking, she stalked me for years.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember all the stories you had to tell us about that. Huh.
Mobley even headbutted her when she was 17 because she wouldn't leave me alone. He's like, you know, dude, I'm not going to let you get hemmed up because that little girl won't leave you alone. I'm like, dude, I asked her to leave me alone. She keeps telling me she's in love with me. And then when she was 19, I finally put out, and I went down to Denver. I got a job. I got a place. And I came back to Boulder, and she's like, oh, well, I got to tell you something. I'm dating somebody else. Turns out it's Danny Mac.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, shit, I can't hate nobody for that. That's my homie.
Yeah.
Shit, I stood in between him and people that he was trying to fucking stab because he was all drugged out of his gourd. Now he's a family man, you know?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he's one of the people that I took an ass whooping for because of Ryan, or an ass whooping from because of Ryan. Like, he didn't whoop my ass. It was actually just Casper that was swinging at me. But yeah, Danny Mac and fucking Cash and Casper all assaulted the fuck out of Ryan. And when I went down there to have a talk with him, Danny bitched out first, and then Casper started swinging at me. It was a pretty fucked up situation, but since Casper was swinging at me, that's when Danny decided to get some big balls and think he was tough. Like, shit, dude, you're half my size. Casper's twice my size. Casper's not hurting me. I don't see how you're gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even swing back. I just spun around in circles.
Yeah, I don't really mess with Casper anymore. I don't know what's going on with him. He kind of, I don't know, people were helping him out, then he started talking a bunch of shit about him, and, like, you know, like, I have no clue what's going on with him. Danny Mac's freaking been doing good, though.
Right?
I don't even fuck with Danny Mac a whole lot, even still, but...
I'm proud of him, dude. He's a daddy now. He's fucking... rides around in a grocery getter. He's fucking married. He's doing good.
Yeah, I know. He's working at Walmart and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to hear from you. I gotta go. We're trying to get rid of this dog that Joel like fucking got and shit, and that dog's causing us a lot of problems.
All right, well, be safe. All right, I'll save your number.
Yeah, you too. Hopefully, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Charlie.
Bye.